housing project in Agboiketu Local Council Development Area. National Judicial Council set to probe 27 High Court judges over misconduct. And foreign Ukraine incursion destroys key Russian bridge. And in sport, Nigeria's representatives at 2024 CAF Champions Club competitions to get $50,000 as participation fees. And now the details. I am Mike James. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has unveiled 170 units of housing projects in Agboiketu Local Council Development Area of Lagos State. Governor Sanwo-Olu, who commended the chairman of the LCDA for his continuous efforts to raise the bar of governance and ensuring purposeful development for people to enjoy the dividends of democracy, noted that local government and local council development areas in the state are working well. The governor pledged to ensure that Lagos will continue to have irreversible trajectory of development in housing, healthcare delivery, education, tourism, as well as road and public transportation solutions.
Within the last 5 years, I think we're number 19 or 20 of various housing estates that we as a state government have handed over, excluding the ones that the local government and the LCDAs are doing. And so you can see that we are about purposeful development, about ensuring that we can provide affordable, safe, secure accommodation for our teeming population. Once again, I want to congratulate the people of Agboiketu for having a working local government chairman.
The chairman of the Agboiketu Local Council Development Area, Dele Oshinowo, who expressed gratitude to the Sanwo-Olu administration for tremendous support, said the housing initiative spearheaded by his administration through creation of Agboiketu Properties and Investment Board in collaboration with the private sector aims to align with the sustainable development goals by providing affordable, accessible and quality housing to address housing deficits in the state.
The presence underscores our administration's unwavering commitment to delivering monumental progress across all sectors of governance. I am proud to declare that our residents are thrilled to once again receive you for the third time to inaugurate projects undertaken by our administration. Furthermore, our administration places great emphasis on infrastructure development as a means to enhance human capital and stimulate economic growth.
Oshinowo added that the housing project exemplifies the strongest collaboration with the Themes Plus agenda of the Sanwo-Olu administration. The Medical Director, Chief Executive Officer of Randall General Hospital, Olumide Shojiri, has enlightened nursing mothers on the critical benefits of exclusive breastfeeding for infants, emphasizing its role in promoting better growth and enhanced immunity. Speaking at this year's World Breastfeeding Week with the theme Closing the Gap, Breastfeeding Support for All, held at the Maternal and Child Care in Gbaja, Shojiri also highlighted the advantages for mothers. He noted that breastfeeding helps mothers' bodies return to their pre-pregnancy states by contracting the stomach, while also fostering a strong bond between mother and child. The medical director commended wife of the legacy governor, Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu, for her unwavering commitment to promoting exclusive breastfeeding, encouraging mothers to embrace this practice for 6 months and continue for up to 2 years. Lagos State Government has announced traffic diversion at Ikeja Long Bus Stop between Ilezik and Cornell Petrol Station on the Oshodi bound lane from today, 17th, to Sunday, 18th of August, between the hours of 12 midnight and 4 a.m. daily to carry out the demolition of the old pedestrian bridge safely. Commissioner for Transportation, Oluwaseun Oshiemi, noted that following the diversion from Ilezik Bus Stop to Cornell Petrol Station, on the Oshodi-bound side of the road, only one lane will be available to motorists to ensure safety. Oshiemi explained that the traffic diversion will not affect motorists on the Dokpemu-Abelegba-bound side of the road during the course of the demolition. He called for the cooperation of the motoring public, adding that the lanes will be cordoned off with jersey barriers and protective nets to keep motorists and commuters safe during the period of the demolition, while traffic personnel will be on ground. The Bauchi State Police Command has restricted vehicle movement to give way for hitch-free local government elections across the state. Police Public Relations Officer in the state, Hamid Wakil, made this known in a statement. Wakil explained that the vehicular movement restriction will take effect from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturday, with exemptions for essential services such as medical personnel, journalists, and emergency services. He said the command, in collaboration with sister security agencies, has deployed a significant number of personnel strategically across key locations in the state. And over to the rest of the stories. The National Judicial Council, NJC, has constituted 4 probe panels to investigate 27 High Court judges in the country over various alleged judicial misconduct brought against them. At its 106th meeting, presided over by the outgoing Chief Justice of Nigeria, Olukayode Ariwola, NJC considered the report of its preliminary complaints assessment committee on 22 petitions written against 27 judicial officers of the federal and state high courts. Based on the reports of the preliminary committee, the council empaneled 4 committees to investigate allegations in the petitions that were found meritorious. A statement by the NJC Director of Information, Sojuye in Abuja, said the remaining 18 petitions were discontinued for lacking in merit, abandoned, or being sub judice. Chairman of Shomolu Local Government of Lagos State, Abdul Hamid Salau, has injected a whopping sum of 50 million naira into the economy of Shomolu Local Government. Salau did this by giving business grants to petty traders numbering 1,000 with a sum of 50,000 to each beneficiary. He said the hard work, perseverance, and spirit of entrepreneurship of these petty traders are commendable and need to be appreciated at this time of economic slump. Hence, his resolve to continue to give support to them as they drive the local economy with dedication and resilience. According to the chairman, to give credence to the ingenuity of purpose and the process, he collaborated with the Human Rights Mentoring Agenda, a civil rights organization and anti-corruption agency committed to the advocacy of transparency and credibility in government-citizens relationship. Beneficiaries, while commending Salau for the kind gesture, said the grants would provide the needed boost to their trade and businesses. And in some foreign news, Ukraine has destroyed a strategically important bridge over the river Sem as it continues its incursion into Russia's Kursk region. Russian officials have been quoted as saying the operation near the town of Glushkov has cut off parts of the local district. The bridge was used by Kremlin to supply its troops, and its destruction could hamper their efforts. President Volodymyr Zelensky said Ukrainian troops were strengthening their positions in Kursk and called captured terrorists an exchange fund, implying they could be swapped for Ukrainian regions occupied by Moscow. And finally, sports news. Nigeria's representatives in this year's CAF Champions Club competitions, Enugu Rangers, Remo Stars, Aimba, and El Kanemi Warriors, will get $50,000 each as participation fees in the preliminary stages of the Champions League and Confederation Cup. CAF announced the new monetary reward in a statement on Friday. It said the monetary reward is in line with the promise of CAF President Patrice Motsepe to improve club competitions and provide more financial assistance to clubs. The preliminary rounds of matches began on Friday, and the prize money will increase significantly after each stage. Nigeria champions Enugu Rangers and runners-up Remo Stars are representing the country in the Champions League, while Aimba, who finished third in the MPFL and President Federation Cup winners, El Kanemi Warriors, are competing in the Confederation Cup. Now's our news at 12. Just before we go, slow down at road junctions, intersections, and pedestrian crossings. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms X Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube, Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration revamped the Jigibola initiative? Well, you can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. And to end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has unveiled 170 units of housing projects in Agbo-Iketu Local Council Development Area of Lagos State. The National Judicial Council (NJC) has constituted 4 probe panels to investigate 27 High Court judges in the country over various alleged judicial misconducts brought against them. And we also told you that Ukraine has destroyed a strategically important bridge over the river Sem as it continues its incursion into Russia's Kursk region. And then in sports, Nigeria's representatives in this year's CAF Champions Club competitions, Enugu Rangers, Remo Stars, Eimba, and El Kanemi Warriors, will get $50,000 each as participation fees in the preliminary stages of the Champions League and Confederation Cup. For contacts with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. And that ends the news broadcast. It was compiled by Adiwale Olukwaruku. Thank you for listening, Lagos. My name is Mike James. In a bit, we shall be taking you around the world of sports. We'll have the duo of Olujimi Darogu and Dari Johnson bring us Sports Trip. Stay here.